This is Fred Beck and Fred Talks Fighting. I'm joined over Zoom by Danny Aarons. Danny, it's really nice to talk to you the first time. How are you?
My boy, how you doing, man? It's a pleasure. Mate, I've just noticed you've got the same thing as me. We've got the
Well, I've
same
just
thing.
noticed that too. Well, I saw that on your videos. I've had that,
Mate,
I've had that for the last like 6, 7 years. I bought it on Amazon
really?
ages ago. Yeah,
My one's bigger though. I win.
it is actually. Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
it's
your
not good.
Simpsons one though. The Simpsons one is very, very nice, mate.
I always like when I was younger. I was like the personalized sort of things. I always thought that's so cringe, but I quite like it.
No, no, mate, that's lovely, man. That's good.
Just like your plaque is a lot bigger than mine.
No, mate, I've got the same one as you. All right, the 100Ks, that's fine. Don't worry
What
about it, mate. There's plenty more to come for you, man. Don't worry.
what channels are there you got there?
We've got the main one, the second one, and then this is the in real life one, then shorts, and then main one.
And why has one got a dent in under the tops? Under
don't
the...
worry, don't worry about that, Fred. I was a little bit reckless with that. That was my first ever one, and then I've treated these ones with respect.
Oh, okay, okay. I understand. You got to celebrate a little bit with the first one, and then after that,
That's what I mean.
yeah, another day you're
Exactly,
getting
mate.
another plaque. But
Well,
how?
have you got yours yet or no?
No, I've got it. I got it.
Surely.
I need to figure out how to put it up though.
Oh, mate, get rid of. No, you can't really get rid of
No,
anything
no, I
there.
can put some more stuff up in the background, or it might
Yeah,
just
mate.
cool down. It's a bit shit, isn't it? I've had this for the whole time I've
No,
been.
mate, I like it. I think it's very on brand. I like the Simpsons. I like the boxing glove. I like it, mate.
I feel like it can do a redo. To be fair, I've done the YouTube like the last 3.5 years. I probably should. It's been like that the whole time. I probably should give it a little bit of a kickstart, a little bit of a clean sweep, as they
Hey,
say.
that's for you to decide, man. I'm not here to judge.
You give me some advice on how to change things up. But what about you, though, Danny? Life's quite busy for you right now, I'd say.
It's very busy. I've just came out of a. I'm gonna not call it a reality show, but basically I was locked in a house for 2 weeks, so not had my phone or computer or talking to anybody apart from 9 people for 2 weeks. So just catching up on everything, mate, seeing everything. In fact, the first thing I when I came out was I watched the Jarvis B Day fight. That was like my coming home celebration, I guess.
So before you talk to your girlfriend or any of your new friends, you just went to
Yeah,
the Misfits. I love that from you, Danny. I love
B Day versus Jarvis, mate. Fuck him. That's all I care about.
it. Like people trying to get to you, say, Danny, here, let's go out for some food, and you're stuck to a dark
Nah,
with your iPhone.
don't care.
The
Yeah.
fight. I love it.
Joe Weller called out Bazinga, mate. There's problems to be had. Do you know what I mean? I ain't got time to speak to people.
So you are actually a very big fan of Misfits, even though a lot of people won't know this because they didn't see you tweet much about it or do videos because you're mainly a FIFA YouTuber. You're actually quite
Yeah.
a big fan behind the scenes.
Mate, I absolutely love it. I've watched like I'm such a YouTube boxing like fanboy. I watch every single one on every promotion. Like I mate, absolutely love it, man.
Well, you were at the KSI Tommy Fury fight. You actually had better seats than the sidemen. I'm not
Yeah.
saying any names, but you know,
Well,
Danny Aaron's has to be
well,
ranked by the sidemen up in the stands. I don't know, take from that what you will. But yeah,
shame,
you
shame.
enjoyed that event. You've been to any other events apart from the KSI Tommy one?
I've been to basically I'm how you say a casual. So I'll go if KSI is in the name, I'm going. Do you know what I mean? So I've gone to all like the KSI ones. I actually went to it was Annie Song Gibbon. Who was it? Austin McBroom 2. I went to that one. That was my first and only Kingpin event. But now yeah, I wanted to go to the B Day fight, but I had to not go because I was technically still locked in a house and they didn't want me out in public. So but I really wanted to go, and I'm fuming I missed it because it was actually a good fight.
But they got the card at the end of January that everyone's much looking forward to. I
Yeah,
think a few people have leaked the dates, and then they should have a card once a month next year. So I'm sure there are a lot of opportunities to go there. So you're all right
there we
there.
go.
Good.
Hopefully, mate. Hopefully, it looked like a very good day.
Well, I saw the clip. I think this was back in around the first Kingpin event back in April, where you're on the Cyberman podcast, and I think it's
Mm,
like Toby and Rodashaw. I think they're the people
yeah.
who are on with you, and you're like, "Oh, I've got some big moves coming up, boys," and like, "Yeah, yeah, what is it?" And then you're like, "YouTube boxing," and the disappointment on their face, just like from that
Yeah.
out to there.
Nah, mate, they don't respect it, man. But trust me, like this is it, man. Do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't get better than this, in my opinion. Like in terms of all the events and like all the crowd and that, like you're not really gonna beat it, are you?
No, no, and it's not feeling like fighting or winning or even making the ring walk, I guess, as well. And then having all
Yeah,
the boys back you, and then
that's it,
after you
man.
come off you come after a fight, you see all the edits about you, or like the really
That's
cool
it.
music, you know.
Search your name in TikTok. Yeah, mate, it's sick, man.
I remember when Ed
What one?
Matthews came out, beat knocked out Swarms, and the first thing
Oh,
he rushed into the media room, did one and two, and he's like, "I've got to find these edits. I want to see these
yeah,
edits." He
mate, I
rushed
don't
everybody
blame him,
out.
man. What a knockout that was. Crazy.
That's so funny because I wouldn't expect you to be a fan, like such a hardcore fan of it all. It's crazy.
Mate, to be fair, like I don't actually like boxing. Like I would much rather watch like KSI Jake Paul than Tyson Fury and Usyk or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not really like a massive boxing fan, but YouTube boxing, I'm in my element, man. I love it.
Do you think you reckon you will fight one day, or you happy on the
I
outside?
That's the thing. I'm happy with both. Like I'm happy just watching because I remember I think Jay Swingler was like he fought, but then he was like, now I kind of just like watching it. Do you know what I mean? So I do want to, but it's just like finding the time because obviously I don't want to mock it. I don't want to just turn up and just throw a few punches and that's it. Like if I'm gonna fight, I'm gonna have to train properly. Like I would want to take it seriously. So I reckon give me a year, Fred, and then I'll get in the ring, mate. All right?
Well, I reckon I always tell this to other people. You should just train under the radar, not telling anyone.
Yeah,
And but then your fight's announced, you set training up a little bit, and then
I'm
you're
already
good as
there.
gold to go
Yeah,
in the ring rather than just starting training when your fight gets announced.
that's a smart man. Yeah, maybe I'm already training, Fred. Who knows?
Maybe really ripped, got a six pack, abs
Well, let's not
open.
go that far. You know,
Would it
who
have to be?
knows?
Would it have to be a FIFA YouTuber you fight, or can it be
No,
a
no,
YouTuber?
no, no, no. It would have to be. I don't think I could fight a FIFA YouTuber. I think it's a nice community that down there. So I reckon it's got to be like not necessarily someone I hate, but just someone I don't get along with. Do you know what I mean? Like I can't fight someone I'm boys with because it's just a bit weird. So I'd have to fight some like random American, I reckon.
Hmm. The British versus American, like that stature is always very, very good.
Good
It could
in
be
it,
a
yeah.
Pez. You can fight a Pez YouTuber.
A Pez YouTube. I can't name a Pez YouTuber, Fred. I got. Do they still
You're
exist?
sponsored by FIFA as well. You got FIFA on your shorts on the top of your
We've got
track.
mate, yeah, and then they've got Pez. Surely I'd slap them.
FIFA sponsoring you, that'd probably I don't know, nice to be good. Yeah, I've always liked the kind of English versus American kind of side, the
It's
promotion.
nice,
It's
yeah.
always a lot of funny. Then the whole of the country gets behind you. The whole they probably would do fair as well, Danny. You're that popular nowadays.
I don't know, man. I don't know. What I'd like to think so, but you never know, man.
Did you think we'll go into locked in a second? Just a few more minutes on this. Did you think KSI beat Tommy? Did you reckon he did it?
Mate, you know me. I'm a proud Sidemen fan. I love him to pieces. I was there, as you said. I don't think he won though. I think best case scenario, it was a draw. I can see a draw, but I can't sit here and say I think he won, to be honest with you. So what do you think, Fred?
Well, I thought he did enough, but
Yeah,
I haven't actually watched back the fight. I watched it there in person. Everyone's
that's fair.
screaming, shouting in the arena. Um,
Yeah.
it wasn't the most entertaining. I don't particularly want to watch it back because it's quite sad.
Yeah.
It wasn't the most entertaining fight either, to be
A
honest.
little bit of a scrap, yeah. But we knew that, right? We knew it was just gonna be a dogfight.
Well, he had to make it that way. If he had tried to box, he'd have got his head jabbed off. So
Finished, yeah,
he had to kind of fight it that way, which is fair enough. I'm just talking about
definitely.
locked in though. Do you
Let's do it,
kind
man.
of when you come out locked in? Do you appreciate the little things more? Do you appreciate going on your phone? Do you appreciate seeing
Mate,
stuff?
it was so weird. Like having my phone, I didn't know how to operate it. Like my fingers weren't working. It was so weird and just like, yeah, just the little things like you might not think about it, but like, being able to text your mum, your missus, or whatever. Just not even being in person with them, just like saying hi and then seeing it and responding. It's the little things, man. It's nice.
Hmm. But I reckon coming up locked in, you probably gained the most kind of guest following and fan base from it, and kind of your character rise. Because a lot of people hadn't seen that side of the lovable side of Danny. They're just seeing the
Oh,
gaming Danny throwing his remote at the TV, breaking
yeah, that's true.
controlling Danny. So I feel like people got to see the personal side of you a lot more, which is good.
That was the plan, to be fair, because yeah, as you said, like there's only so much you can see when I'm just sat playing a game and streaming or whatever. But the most important thing of Locked In is I was just myself. Like I didn't, I came out of that like thinking, hey, if people hate me, at least they hate me for me and not like a character I've put on. So it was nice people liked me for me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was good. But is it weird being in there and you have no idea what everyone is thinking on the outside?
So weird. Like genuine. Like that's the thing. Like that's why I was just saying. I was telling everyone, just be yourself. Because like if you're putting on a character, and as I said, and if they're hating that character, you're like, oh, well, I've made a mistake here. If they hate you as a person, you can't really control that. Do you know what I mean? So that was just what I was keeping in my mind. But it was definitely like I was like at night time when like, no one's really speaking, everyone's asleep. I'm just sat in my bed like, oh, what I did earlier today, is that gonna make it into the video? Are people gonna clip it and like, make it like cringe or whatever? Like I was thinking so much about, I could have been cancelled. Like I got no idea what's going on in the real world, but I was fine.
That's true. What was it like getting a phone for the first time? Was it just
Oh,
going
but
out my messages after 2 weeks worth of it?
yeah, it was loads of notifications. First thing I did though was check the Tottenham results, Fred. I'm not sure if you're aware, but I checked the results and we lost 4-1, and then I think the following day we lost to
Oh, well,
Wolves.
that's why you thought KSI lost then, because KSI is always saying Tottenham shit, and then he's an
Yeah,
Arsenal
man,
fan, and
mate,
that's why you're
I've
Tommy
got to have an
Fury side.
agenda. I have got, mate, got to need an agenda against him, man. I don't like Arsenal.
That makes sense then. You figured it out. Yeah, I guess it's funny feeling because it's a silly question to ask, but no one's ever off their phone for more than an hour or two at a time nowadays. So when
That's
you're off
it,
it for
man.
a week and all the messages are coming,
It, yeah, yeah, like that.
how
It
many
was
do you
nice
have?
though.
Do you reckon?
Oh, it was great. Like literally two weeks worth, and I'm probably getting like, a few, like a couple an hour at minimum. So someone could do the maths there. There was a lot, but honestly, it wasn't. I genuinely wasn't missing my phone as much. Like people in the house were like every second, like, oh, checking their pockets, whatever. I genuinely wasn't that fussed. It was more like missing my loved ones.
Mm. Okay, that's but the first like 2 days. Was it weird about your phone? Did you
It
pack
was, yeah. To be fair, the first couple of days was weird. Like I'll happily say I never like checked my pocket. Like that was a big thing. People keep checking their pocket, or like when it was nighttime, people were like, oh, get your phone out for a flashlight, and I'm like, lads, there's no phone. Like, please, deep, there's no phone. So I think I accepted it early, but they weren't aware that this is actually real and there's no phones.
Mm, that's true, actually. I mean, that's when you think about it. I guess it's the first like 3 days, and everyone's like, okay, they deep it for a second, and like we got nothing.
Yeah.
When Angry Ginge came in, was that like
Oh,
a glimpse of hope almost for you, like
honestly,
it's the real world?
I loved it. Yeah, no, literally exactly that. But like, it was so good when he was there. But I told him a few days ago. Thankfully, they didn't put it in the video. But when Ginge left, I started crying
Oh,
because it was
Danny,
like,
really?
it's
Oh,
been no, it's because as you said, it was like, oh, the real world exists. You know what I mean? Like it's one of my friends from the outside. But then you think, oh, now he's gone home. He can text his friends and family, and I'm still just sat here, with the same four walls all over again. So thankfully they didn't put it in because that would have been a bit cringe. But I'll
but
admit
that's
it.
quite a viral moment. Why do you think they didn't put that in?
I don't know. I'm happy, but I don't know. To be fair, they did say to like before they said, "Oh, if you don't want anything to go in, just put your mic up and say please don't put that in." I didn't do that once, to be fair. So I don't know why they didn't, but I appreciate it.
Right, okay. That's interesting. I guess a few people must have done that. That must be annoying for the producers. They finally get a really good moment, like a
Yeah.
juicy moment they know it's gonna go viral, and the person just lifts the mic and says,
Well, they did. They
"Drop it
did
in."
say they said there's a possibility that they will consider not putting it in.
Mm.
So realistically, they're probably going to put it in, but you can say you don't want it in, and But I don't. Not many people did that. To be fair, like pretty much every conversation was good enough. But hey, some people snuck into the bathrooms. Fred, mics off, went in the bathroom, gossiped, awful stuff,
Really?
awful stuff, Fred.
I think it was the girls, then all the gossipy rank.
Whoa, 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 Fred.
Not to make assumptions here,
Whoa.
but not
I didn't say nothing. You're assuming that. It was the girls,
to
yes, it
spread a
was.
certain agenda, but rumors are saying. Do you reckon the Sidemen will do a locked in house? So as they're talking about on their
They were
podcast?
speaking about that, weren't they? Mate,
And then
I'd
would
love
locked in
that.
feel offended by that? To now be a threat? Like how was it? Will a bit of beef
Um,
from
I can see,
locked in place and the Sidemen locked in, like the real
yeah,
fourth.
I can see why they'd be annoyed, but realistically, like that would be so good. I think we can all agree that would be box office, mate. Everyone would watch that. Like I'd love that, man. But they'd be a little bit annoyed. But then again, I mean, locking people in a house and taking away their phones, it's not like an original idea. I mean, that's been around for decades. I
It's
reckon
not
they can do it.
it's not an idea like Squid Game or anything original like that. It's pretty
No,
basic.
yeah, it's literally, Big Brother's been doing it how long? Like, you can, as long as that's what I mean. Like, locked in have changed it from Big Brother. So as long as the sidemen change it from locked in and make it better, I don't see any complaints, mate.
Yeah, that's all right. And then Sidemen, let's keep winning, just like that. Let's talk about YouTube though, before I let you go, and streaming. What is your streaming schedule like in terms of how long you stream for? Because I know Jin should be doing a lot of. Well,
Oh,
his streams always come up here on my TikTok feed. He does a lot of Deji and Fit.
yeah.
He stream for hours and hours and then like 8 hours at a
In
time.
compared to Ginge, mate, I am a fraud. I used to be a big streamer, but now I'm like focusing more on YouTube. But I reckon I've got a good 5, 6 days a week in me. But like Ginge is doing like 6, 7 hours a day. I'll give you four. I'll give you 4 hours a day. And that's a push. No, you know what? We say 3.5 hours a day, like 5, 6 days a week. I'm not as good as I used to be, Fred.
For enough, but it's still a long time when you think about it though. Or when you're streaming, does time fly, or does it actually go?
Yeah.
Try not to
No,
keep
no, it does, to be fair. Especially like now, like we're playing like Fortnite and that, like it actually is very fun. So the time does fly. But like, say for example, yesterday, I was out at like 9 in the morning filming football vids and I didn't get home until like 5 p.m. So
Mhm.
like by that point, like I've done a 9 to 5 at that point. Do you know what I mean? So then putting on a stream as well, it's like, I don't know. But I still enjoy streaming a lot, but it's not like my main priority now, you know?
Yeah. And how do you evolve? I'm very curious at this. How do you evolve as a YouTuber? How do you know when it's time to take the right step onto
Yeah.
a new game, start a new kind of strategy? When do you know it's
I
time
hear it.
to
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm currently learning that, to be fair, because even right now I'm still uploading FIFA vids, but they're not getting as many views as they used to. So like I am trying to slowly work my way out of it. So like I'm doing a football vid a week, maybe some sort of in real life video a week, and just I think doing it slowly but surely. Like if I just cut every FIFA vid now and went straight to a completely different like topic, it wouldn't do well. But I'm slowly introducing new things, and I think that's the way to evolve.
Is FIFA dying? Is that true?
Oh, is it dying? My friend, it's dead. It's gone.
Really? But it's football.
It
Football can
is
never be dead though. Why
dead.
is that?
It's gone. Fred, it's absolutely gone, mate. I've got no idea. So I went into locked in obviously, and I pre-recorded like 58 FIFA videos. I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be sick. Upload them all. I came out, they all stunk. Every single one stunk. So I'm happy I went in locked in because if I was just still streaming or whatever, getting them views, it's gonna be a long day.
I guess that is smart. You can. Well, I always do that whenever I go away to schedule videos to kind of go up. But what are you gonna do now though? What's your plan about FIFA? Because is your fan base predominantly there for the FIFA? They're there for you. How does it work?
Well, that's the thing. I
Like,
thought
are
they
you the
were.
product? Are you the product of your channel? Is FIFA the product
Yeah.
of your channel? Where's the right back?
I thought they were there for FIFA, but this locked in has really opened my eyes because like what a lot of the comments are like, oh, we like Danny for him, or like he's quite funny and like, do you know what I mean? Like I thought it was just to do with FIFA, but now I've realized, oh, they actually watch me for me. So I'm basically just trying to get away from FIFA, but slowly, you know. And I think over time, I reckon I can see it working, mate.
So what game are you playing next then? How did you do the transition?
Sadly, I'm playing a lot of Fortnite right now, which I didn't really want to say, to be honest with you, but I am playing a lot of Fortnite, both on stream and off stream. But you know what? I'm a massive UFC fan. UFC 5, I'm all over it, mate.
Isn't Neeson Gibb really, really good at UFC?
I'd
I've
slap
heard
him.
that.
I would slap him, Fred. I think I beat any like YouTuber, influencer, anyone on UFC. I beat. I'm a pro player on UFC, Fred.
That's where you learn your first few punches, the
On
uppercut.
it, mate, genuinely, I think I saw Max Holloway say on the Joe Rogan podcast, he learned from UFC, like the game. He learned combos and that. So this is me. When I play UFC, I'm training, all right?
In between games, you're shadowboxing, throwing a few leg
Yeah,
kicks.
that's it.
Your friends come into the room, you do like a takedown, an armbar, a
There
heavy.
you go. There we go.
Yeah, I remember I did see the Joe Rogan clip of him on the podcast a while back. I think that's a lot just after lockdown that clip came out.
Yeah, that was ages ago, to
Quite
be
viral.
fair.
Very good promo for the UFC game as well. But I know that UFC game is not as good as the other one. So maybe EA are having a little bit of a downfall here.
They're all the same thing, mate, to be fair. They've not changed anything, have they? It's basically any EA game, just a different name, same game.
So before I let you go, so is Fortnite just taking everyone over until GTA releases? Is that how it's working? Do you
Oh,
reckon?
I forgot about GTA. Yeah, that'll mate. when GTA comes out, forget this YouTube boxing thing, forget anything, mate. I'm locking my door, turning the lights off, and playing GTA all night long.
The GTA is like it's going to be the new thing. What if it's a bad game though? What if you can
Impossible, bro. It's taken a decade to make. If it's bad, they've fumbled the bag
like what
incredibly.
if it's a Game of Thrones scenario where the last season's a character?
No, can't be. It can't be. It literally has to be. 10 years making a game, Fred. Got to
Hmm.
be the best game of all time.
Well, I guess GTA will be the lifesaver. If FIFA's going downhill, GTA kind of swoops in, fixes
That's
that game,
it.
and right back
Saves
up.
my career. Yeah.
So all on trending, they'll all just be GTA videos on
Oh,
YouTube.
easily. Mate, it already is now, and a game's not even been announced.
All the fake trailers and stuff like that.
I've got trolled with one of them, to be fair.
Yeah, I know. It's fair. It is fair enough. GTA is just so open. You do so many different things. But Danny, I do appreciate you coming on Zoom. Anything else coming up for yourself
Mate,
before I let you go?
it, it's been a pleasure, man. Absolute honor to speak to you. Keep up all the good work, mate. I very much appreciate the invite on.
I'll try and get you and Angry. We'll do another one of these in about 6 months' time or 8 months' time. I'll get you and Angry Ginger on at the same time. I think that'd be quite.
Love it. Oh, get us in a tag team. Tag team Misfits, me and Ginge. Let's do it.
Well, Ginger's quite a big guy himself, and so are you, so you never know. What would
He's
your team
massive,
name
yeah.
be?
Our team name. Oh, I reckon it's got to be like some, the Mexican geezers, like in wrestling, like the what is it, like the Los Madormas or something like that. Do you know what I mean? And we wear masks and that, yeah.
You wear like FIFA masks or something like that, or
That's
street
it, man.
masks.
There we go.
Yeah, Danny and Ginge. That sounds pretty good then. Awesome, Danny. I'm see you soon then, mate. I do appreciate it.
Thank you, my
Thank
friend.
you
Been
very
a pleasure,
much.
mate. Cheers, mate.